freezing again, and vice versa. It just kept switching.
That hasn't happened to me since college because like that used to be like when I would overwork myself or just stress out about things,
Right.
about school and my grades and stuff, bro. What? That's when I was the sickest. So you gotta, yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye on that, man.
Yeah, facts. And, you know, I did some things to relieve some burdens. You know what I mean? Relieve some burdens.
Stop. Stop talking to me. No,
So, no, I mean,
stop talking to me, bro. Stop talking to me.
bro, I
You've
was
been
down
going through
bad.
it.
You know, I
You've
was
been going
down
through it.
bad, man. So I was burnt out this week, and I don't even want to say sick, but I got sick. So I would do this thing where I will work until there's nothing left, and then my body just shuts down. My whole body shuts down. I'll wake up and can barely get out of bed. Headache, crazy. Can't really eat no heavy foods. My body rejecting water, all that. I'm getting hot flashes, cold flashes, back and forth. Like I'm weak. And this is my third burnout in a month and a half. So I really got to get a hold of my schedule and just get more organized and get things together because, bro, I was going through it. I was going through it. So, yeah, I'm just happy I'm feeling better now. And I really do got to incorporate something.
Hot flashes is crazy, bro. Hot flashes is crazy. That's just, bro. You working yourself to the bone where you're getting the hot flashes, bro. You gotta.
It's weird. I'm getting hot flashes and cold flashes at the same time. Like my head would be hot, the rest of my body like freezing cold, and then my whole body cold. But as soon as I like take a blanket off me, then I'm freezing again, and vice versa. It just kept switching.
That hasn't happened to me since college because like that used to be like when I would overwork myself or just stress out about things, about school and my grades and stuff, bro. What? That's when I was the sickest. So you gotta, definitely keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye on that, man.
Yeah, facts. And you know, I did some things to relieve some burdens. You know what I mean? Relieve some burdens.
Stop. Stop talking to me.
So, no, I mean, to handle some problems for me. And damn near created more problems, man, because I thought it was a stupid situation, but turns out it was a misunderstanding. Man, I thought it was a stupid situation, but thank God it was just a misunderstanding, man.
You gotta tell me more.
Yeah, man.
Because I got that.
Bro.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Bro, whenever I know I'm not doing something the right way.
You weak man.
It's like God would no. It's
not that.
No,
not that.
I ain't even know. No, it's not. It's not that at all.
You said it was what I thought it was.
Yeah, because I thought we had a conversation last week about a lot of things on my schedule, and I had to find a way to get some things off my schedule.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, my mind went. I guess
the way I found out, I thought it was a stupid ass situation.
Yeah. I thought it going back to old things and
I was tempted. I'm not lying. I was tempted a few times, bro.
All right. I just had to. Okay. Continue.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Once I got my health situated and my schedule situated, I feel like I can move forward now and then actually create processes to catch myself before the burnouts and actually start avoiding these fucking burnouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about time management, man. And I'm very bad at that, so that's saying a lot coming from me. So
and I'm just ready to be done with school. Like I was looking at all my credits, bro. I can graduate today if it was just for my major requirements, but because of the school requirements, I still got hella electives I got to take.
Yeah.
Man. So yo,
that's how they get you
today. If it was just the core classes that I need for my major, I'll be graduating this year. But since it's mad credits and electives and other BS classes I gotta take, I still got to wait till next spring.
Yeah, bro. I mean, good luck, man. Honestly, because I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Facts.
But you know, it's good for you. It's good for your future. They say, you know, and then everything else you can worry about that later, right?
Oh, and it was a good part too. It was a good part to this. So I talked to my sister Todd from Detroit, and at the radio station, and I didn't like the way things ended. Where I told you I was just spiraling out of control, and
Yeah.
and I just left without telling anybody. And then later on, my radio mentor C's died, and I felt bad because I felt
Really?
like I just abandoned them. Yeah. I found out like literally a few months, not even a few months, a few weeks after I moved to Arizona, like within a few weeks, found out he died. So, and I felt bad because I felt like I abandoned him. Hey, bro, I was always with him. If you see him, you most likely see me or you see my sister Todd.
Yeah.
So just to know that he died and to know that I wasn't with him and know that I ain't really get a chance to just truly tell him thank you and how much I appreciate him. But he did that to us. He sat us down and bought us dinner and told us how much he appreciated us. I was feeling real guilty about that, man. I feel like I just abandoned him. So we started talking, me and my sister Todd, and she was like, "Nah, man, I feel like he knew you was going through something." And he was like, "Bro, he just wanted you to be healthy." He was like, "It was never any bad intentions. The last conversation we had, he talked about you, and it was nothing but praises, bro. He was never any bad feelings or bad vibes because of that, man. He
Yeah,
knew what
man.
you was going through, and he just wanted you to be healthy." Yeah, and he's like, every time we talked since you left, it's always been high praises for you. So, like, man, that did a lot for me. It's like that lifted a weight off my shoulder, lifted that guilt off me. And I really needed to hear that too.
How'd you feel after that? Like, did you feel more?
Bro, I felt lighter. Like I
Yeah.
felt lighter. I feel like just grateful. Just grateful because he was like a big bro, man. He was like a big bro. He always take me everywhere, introduce me to people. He would just teach me about life in general, how to handle different situations in life, how to handle different people in life, and some
Yeah.
business principles. And when he knew I was going through stuff, he was always there for me, and he was always trying to help me out. So just knowing that I didn't disappoint him and I didn't make him feel any type of way, is like that just speak for the type of person he is. So I was just real grateful that I got to meet him and I got to have a close relationship with him, and just for all the things he taught me and just for being him. So it's like, all right, I gotta do something to honor him for real. So it's like a lot of that guilt was just lifted off. I felt free, you know. When you blame yourself for something, every time you're mourning a loss or something or somebody, you're always thinking, what could I have done different? Oh, I wish I would have told him this. I wish I would have showed this.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's part of the reason now, man. When I appreciate somebody, I go out my way to make sure I tell somebody I appreciate them or I love them, just because.
They know, like, yeah,
Yeah,
because
you never know.
we're living your days like it's the last, man, or their
Facts.
last day. Or you never, yeah, man.
You really never know.
That's tragic. That's tragic. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for your loss, man. I'm
Yeah,
honestly.
thank you, bro. Thank you. But
Yeah.
yeah, just hearing her say that, and that there wasn't no hard feelings, and he always spoke highly of me, and he was just happy that I was doing what's right for me. Like it
Yeah.
really just it gave me confidence too, to know that you always have to put you first when it comes to when it comes to decisions about your health, whether physical or mental, and just your life in general. Because I told my sister Todd too, I feel like I just got exposed to everything too soon. I was 19 when I moved to Detroit, trying to make it on my own. In Detroit, you can get your hands on anything, good or bad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
anything you can
Yeah.
imagine. If you
I can
don't have the
imagine.
discipline, if you don't have the strength,
And you're a
you
young kid living on your own.
exactly. You can either have what you need to succeed or what you need to self-destruct. And there's a young kid that's fresh out the mental hospital and still dealing with a lot of shit. don't even know how to really do the work, still carrying a lot of baggage with him, still trying to escape. I chose the road of self-destruction. Just made me realize and look at those lessons. It's like I was a young boy and really just went after my dreams. I was like, yeah, things ended bad, but I got exposed too early. But I put myself in a lot of great situations too. I had a lot of successes and a lot of opportunity. And I was strong enough to make the right choice to leave and get my mind. And because of that, I'm in the situation I'm in now and had a lot more success. So I was like, it's definitely lessons because I feel like everything I'm doing in Arizona, literally, I feel like Arizona's like my second chance. Like I was mad at how I failed in Detroit, and coming to Arizona was like, okay, I have to go out away from my home state, my home cities, and prove that I can make it again. I have to go out there and prove that I can do it. Because now I feel like I already proved it to myself. I got nothing left to prove. I already know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time to come back home and just use the character and the guy that I built myself into to succeed at home. I got nothing left to prove. Now it's just time to do what I want and use the skills I've earned and the lessons I've learned to help me succeed at home. Talking, bro. Talking. I was hoping you keep it, man.
Start spinning. Oh, okay.
But yeah, so it's like even in the most tragic times, man, there's always some kind of positive you can take out of it.
Yeah.
Because there's always a lesson you can take out of it.
Yeah. It's been a long journey, a journey of self-discovery and self-loathing and self-hating to then loving yourself again. It's a deep journey. It's a life journey.
Facts.
So, proud of you for making this far, man, and hope you continue to make it farther.
I got connects.
Yeah.
Bro, because, yeah, what Todd was saying about that business stuff I told you about, I want you to be on, bro. We was doing something brand new, and since we left and we stopped, a lot of people tried to do what we did and failed. So a lot of people that we ran into at that time still got a lot of respect for us. But now we got the knowledge too that we didn't have. We have the skills that we didn't have back then, and we know how to take it to a new level.
Do you ever think? I'm sure you do. Like, what would have happened if I stayed in Detroit?
Yeah.
What do you think? What was your highest in your head? What would have or what could have happened in terms of something great or greatness, and then what would have happened in some like monumental failure? You know what I mean? Like, what's the opposite side of the spectrum in terms of what could have happened?
Bro, we worked and did an event for hell of a T Grizzlies producer, Grammy winning, all that. We rubbed shoulders with a lot of big people, and we just had a lot of motion in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if I had the self-confidence now, back then, I could be the number one DJ in the city just because all the connections.
Yeah.
And Afrobeat scene is exploding in Detroit right now. And when I was there,
bro, your story boosters.
Wasn't too many people, bro.
I put an Afrobeat song on. They don't want to jam to it. Next week, all of a sudden they love it.
Nah, that pissed me off, bro. That pissed me off, bro. Yeah, because I was out there, even in Detroit, I was out there. I was playing African house music.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big. There was one or two other DJs doing it. Shout out to DJ Zappy and DJ Marine, and they was doing it, and they was doing big things in the city, man. And I had a chance to collab with them too, but my confidence made me not even show up. And bro, like I backed out of a lot of great opportunities just because of lack of confidence. To where,
bro, you gotta have the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Facts.
If
I have the confidence of a mediocre white man, literally, DJ Zappy, DJ Marine,
that's the limit.
They did Afro Nation when it came to Detroit.
Really?
One of the biggest African music concerts. They DJ'd
festivals.
that joint. Festivals. Yeah, my bad. Festivals. They DJ'd that joint. damn near the whole festival.
It's crazy. That's big. That's huge.
And I was right there with them. All I had to do was stay in connection and actually make an attempt to be cool with them. Because they invited me to they invited me to a couple different things, man. All I had to do was step out my comfort zone. So I'd be headlining festivals. I'll be headlining house festivals because there's a house music festival in Detroit every year, one of the biggest in the world. And I knew a couple of DJs that got on that. I'll be headlining festivals. I'll be at clubs. I'll have club gigs. I will be on the radio station. As far as marketing, me and Sis Tot, we would have had a couple of companies on our roster. So that's if everything would have went right. I would have been had my degree by then. That's if everything would have went. I would have had a crib because houses in Detroit cheap. I would have stepped into the real estate stuff because I was about to get my license and I backed out. Bro, I would have been super successful in every aspect of my interests. It was all right there for me. And I self-destructed. But if I would have stayed and things don't get right, I would have been dead. Like I would have been dead. I had a couple suicide attempts there. I drove my car off a highway ramp, like in the air, head slam, car just drifting off. I would have probably been in rehab if I had the strength to even take me to rehab, or I would have been strung out and just couldn't break the cycle and just keep on going down, keep on spiraling. Probably would have had a mediocre job, just doing anything just for money and just to fund my habit, continue cycling, bro. So it could have went very well or
very wrong. Yeah, very.
There wasn't no in between.
I guess the in between is just getting out.
Yeah,
you know?
That was the best option, honestly. Just getting out, healing, getting my mind right, refocusing, and then trying again. And I'm happy because I tried again. Like, it was eating at me being back in Delaware because I felt like I was giving up. I ain't like the way it ended. I felt like me being there was me giving up. Like, it's one thing if I was in a good time and I chose to go back when things were going good. That's one thing. But things were spiraling. I felt like I ran away and gave up. So it was eating at me. I was like, yo, I can't go out like that. I gotta get a second try. And feel like it took forever. It felt like it, but it really took the time for me to do the work and get to a certain point to where I would even have a chance of turning out good in Arizona.
Yeah. You got so many different like life experiences from that too. You get better at in the worst circumstances, in the worst places, reading people, knowing people's intentions more, and knowing where people are coming from, seeing the worst in people and the best in people. You get really good at sizing people up. And your intuition gets better, and it's a lot of life lessons learned from that. Glad you're not dead. You understand that, my brother, man. Like, oh my days, stuff like that is so. And I understand you was in a dark place at the time. I knew you was. Like when I come home, you can tell you in a dark place, and it's good to see you out of that dark place. It is heartwarming to know that you made it out that dark place. You were able to make it out of the dark place when a lot of people don't. And that's why it's so good, even when people do feel like that and do ever get to stages in their life where they feel like ending it. And oh man, it's good to call somebody, talk to somebody, call Suicide Hotline if you can, text us if you can, or email us if you're in that dark place, man. Cause not everybody has somebody that can help release the burden to help deal with all that pressure and stress they're in,
I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that shit on your own, man. Like, don't even put yourself through that. Just
self-diagnosis all the time. That's not healthy. Yeah, it's healthy up to a point because everybody wants to be an armchair psychiatrist, but like if you're seek professional help, seek professional help.
At the end of the day, that's the best thing to do. Seek professional help.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yeah, because emphasis on that if you can, man. Emphasis on that.
Expensive.
Yeah.
So,
my school had free therapists. It was a man and a female. Yeah,
that's
yours
what's
is
up.
really size, huh?
I said, that's what's up. My school ain't
Yeah,
had shit.
yeah, yeah,
Bro. He's like, well, I got your money, so what you about to do?
yeah.
He's like, we offer you an education, man.
We're good, buddy.
Extra. That's on you.
Do what you got to do. We got, we got respectfully.
Right.
They're counting. Dang, he died. Dang. Start counting the money up. But yeah, seek professional help. Get that help you need, man. Because
But I will say though, looking back on it, the stuff I did succeed while still healing, I was in a effed up place and still got to some high accomplishments and got a lot of great opportunities. I'm excited for coming back home because I
yeah,
know like a healed version of me with more experience now, and I'm not doing it on my own. I got you, bro.
yeah.
Bro, I'm excited for what we're gonna achieve.
Because it's like we also believe in each other.
Facts,
You know,
facts. That's the
there's
thing.
been times where we've had nobody believe in us, or one or two people believe in us, and so we believe in each other. And
Facts,
there's people in our corner besides each other that believe in us too. That helps
facts.
this journey easier. And it's gonna be a long journey, and we're prepared for that. It's just one of those things you have to go through.
Yeah,
But it's exciting. It's new. It's different. It's something we haven't done. It's something like getting out your comfort zone. It's so, yeah, man. It's fun. It's fun.
right,
Honestly.
right. So yeah, bro. So now I look at life like, cool, man. I like where life is going right now. I can laugh a lot more, and I feel like I'm showing more of my personality. I'm getting back to. You can never get back to who I used to be before all the
No.
depression or whatnot, but
Yeah.
I'm getting back to a version of myself that I like, and I'm more outgoing now. I'm not as anxious. I still get anxious, but I'm not as anxious. I show up and let my personality shine more. So this version of me, I feel like I'm good at where I'm at.
And people, anytime like you tell people, or you tell people you become friends with
Right.
about these inner feelings and stuff, they're like, "What? You? I would have never thought. You know, your big old 6 foot self, or your
Right.
big old 5'11" self with the dreads looking like a Rasta man. You got anxiety, bro. What do you mean?"
But nah, it'd be
But
like that.
go ahead. What you gonna say?
I say, but nah, it'd be like that. So now what I'm trying to work on, and bro, I got this bad habit of keep starting and not finishing, or not even starting at all. And it was with me in Detroit, and that was one of the biggest pain points.
Yeah.
I'm a lot better now, but it's still with me, and it pisses me off. And I was doing a lot of inner work this week, and
Yeah.
realized it's when there's no definite end date that freaks me out the most, because then I feel trapped, almost stuck. Like, damn, like I have to keep doing this shit forever, and I don't know when is this gonna end.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So, like business, there's no end date to business. It keeps going. You
Yeah.
got to just keep
Oh,
going.
I
Personal
was just having that
fitness,
same thought. Holy yeah.
there's no end date to personal fitness. It's a journey. That's something you keep doing forever.
Yeah.
Being a
It's not have to do
parent,
it, but I have to.
your kids at your crib. So what? You always gonna be a parent. There's no
Yeah.
end dates to that. So it's like stuff and journeys with no end dates terrify me, because I feel it feels almost like I'm stuck. It feels like there's no end. It feels never ending. And I realized like, yo, why does this bother me so much?
Hmm.
And I realized it is the way I was raised, bro. That's
Yeah.
like, yo, I used to, bro. It was a point, man. And whenever I share a story about my dad, it's not the bad shit. It's just, unfortunately, a lot of why I am the way I am now stems to stuff that happened. So it was like, yeah, man, just had crazy chores, man. I felt like a slave at one point. I was doing the same shit, making sure the crib spotless every day, making sure whatever task my dad got for me, I do it perfect every time, and just over and over again. And then if something is wrong, even just a little bit, you get beat. And my dad would go from like 0 to 100. It's like when you getting beat, you just going crazy like that because he was mad strong. It's like you don't know when it's gonna end. It's like time just slows down. and time freezes. So I used to remember thinking like, oh, when is this gonna end? Like, when is this gonna end? It's going on forever. So now when it comes to doing stuff like that, I feel like if there's no end date and there's more chances of me disappointing people, there's more chances of me letting people down. And then I feel like I become a slave to them because I gotta perform for them, and there's no end date. I gotta keep performing for them the rest of my life.
I can see that outlook because I get that. Honestly, that's literally life, how it is, right? That's constantly pulling at the wheel for eternity. It's how we are as people now, how our society is, and how we're conditioned to think, and of course your childhood too. And I like to think of it like this. My philosophy professor told me, is it Sisyphus? It's Sisyphus, the man who toiled, who angered the gods, or who angered Zeus so much that Zeus had him carry the boulder up the hill and down the hill again. And there was this parable about how, from Sisyphus' point of view, he doesn't think, or it was like another perspective on the parable, where it's like from Sisyphus' point of view, him carrying the boulder up the hill every day and feeling that sweet relief of having to go downhill just for him to carry up it every day, knowing when he's going up the hill, he's knowing that he's gonna get this release. As soon as he gets to the top of the hill, he's gonna get this release. So it's like an optimistic point of view of like, yes, I'm doing this, but Sisyphus doesn't know he's in the time loop. He's constantly having to do these mundane tasks over again. He's constantly looking at it from a positive viewpoint where it's just like he's getting that release at the end of the day.
Right.
And it's there, the alternative viewpoint is there to say that it doesn't have to be negative. You don't have to look at doing the task every day as a negative thing. You can look at it as if like you do all the hard work so you can be able to relax. You do the hard work, then you can relax. Hard work, relax. Hard work, relax. Until you get to a point where you can just relax.
Right.
And there's no more work. And there's no more toiling the boulder, And right now you're on the journey and you're setting yourself up with so many things in life and so many avenues and so many plans where you can automate that boulder going up the hill and only feel it going down, And it's hard right now. And I completely get it too, because it drives me crazy sometimes, the things I do over and over again, and sometimes it feels like nothing changes.
Yes.
But I gotta remind myself, like, it's gonna be like this for a while.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like this forever, because if I don't keep a positive viewpoint, what else is there? You know what I mean?
Facts.
What is the point? And as long as you have a goal in mind, whenever you're feeling this way, I feel like it really helps when I have a goal in mind where I'm just like, I'll go back to my reason for wanting to go on, my reason for wanting to push myself, the reason for wanting to finish school or finish a film or finish an edit. Because oh my God, editors get this. You will start a project. The best part is shooting the project. The worst part, is editing that joint. Whether it be photography, videography, bro.
I got good at editing, but I'm to a point where I never want to do that shit again. Bro, I never want to do that shit again.
Because it would be like 3 days of shooting and then 9 months of editing. Let's say you're working on a short film, just a short little film. Not 3 days of 9 days of editing, 9 months of editing until it's done, until it's exactly how you want it. Because doing the sit up and the prep is so much easier than the actual work, the actual grind of like sitting there and doing it all and doing these tiny little detailed things that nobody's gonna notice.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna notice.
It's gonna
Only you're
fuck
gonna
with you
notice.
if you don't
Yeah.
do it. It's gonna fuck with your head if you don't do it.
And those are the little tasks in life we do. Yo, you guys listen to the new Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick song. What's it called? Like That? Kendrick Lamar said 2024 is the year of beef.
That's bro. I didn't even hear that yet. All I know, I just started hearing people talk about that John out of nowhere. Say he drew mad shots. Just woke up one morning mad quiet and started shitting on everybody.
Bro, he called himself Prince because he was like Prince outlived Mike Jack because what's his name? Drake compares himself to Michael Jackson in terms of like album sales and everything.
Which is a crazy take.
In terms of volume of like how many hits he got, that's what you know what I mean.
It's a
He got a lot of
crazy
hits.
take.
Yeah, but nobody compares to
But that's
Michael.
just how good Michael Jackson is. Nobody has that many hits.
Yeah, but like, and then so with all his success, Prince still outlived Michael Jackson. So it's like occasionally he's like, with all these, bro, what did he say? He's like, with all these K's and these nines, I'm gonna turn y'all into Pet Cemetery. It was just a bar.
To the song, bro.
You guys, it's bro, Man's came out of nowhere. It was just like middle of the album, bro. Middle of this album, this song just like that. Wow. Just popped off, bro. You got to listen to the song to then listen to what's his name, RDC World's reaction to it. Is like J. Cole fans right now.
Yo, speaking of albums, bro, I was listening to Schoolboy Q's Blue Lips. I got about halfway through. I think I gotta listen to it again, bro. I feel like that's one of those albums that I got to listen to when I don't got nothing to do. Good. Really analyze it, you know.
Yeah, Blue Lips is good, man.
Yeah, because there was a few songs I like, but there was a lot where I feel like it's creative, so you really got to take time to really just feel the music. I was doing things and working while I was listening to it, so I don't feel. Plus, I never judge an album off the first listen.
I like listen. I think younger generations don't fully listen to full albums.
Yeah.
I like listening to full albums because that's literally all I did when I used to, take the bus to school. Is I'll have like 4 or 5 downloaded albums because we're going to be on that bus for an hour. So I'm going to listen to a full album and a couple more songs. So, but Blue Lips especially, I like it because it shows like the evolution of this artist, like from his early 2010s to now. Like it's a different artist completely. Like his cadence is still the same, but his music choice, his sample choices, his vocal choices is completely different. Like the background vocals, like it's like Flower Boy and what's that song by Tyler the Creator? The other song, Flower Boy and what's the song?
Earthquake.
Not Earthquake. His older song.
Oh, the one where he ate the Beatles.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You know that? Yeah, it's completely different styles, you know, and but it's still the same person. It's just the evolution of that artist and them rediscovering what it is to make music and what it is to like redefine how music can be made, or just love it because it's
I gotta give
it.
I gotta give it another listen because anybody that artistic anyway, you have to listen to it. I feel like in general, you cannot judge an album if you only listen to the whole album one time.
Yeah.
I feel like you really gotta listen to an album about 2 to 3 times to really understand that album.
And I think people always want like something to be what's the word? Just club hits all the time. Club hits. And it's just like it doesn't always have to be club hits, man. It could be soft, it could be soulful, it could be insightful. It doesn't always have to be club hits. Don't get me wrong. Club hits bop. I mean, you get a good club hit when it hits the bass. Come on, man.
I think I was experiencing some recency bias since the last thing I've heard of him was I was never that big of a Schoolboy Q fan. Like, I never disliked him, but he was just one of those artists I ain't listened to too often. So the last thing I really listened to him was Man of the Year.
Man of the Year.
Yeah. So I was expecting it to be like that, or I was expecting it to be some club hits. So I didn't know Scoop. Yeah, I didn't know Scoop or Q to be on that super artistic side. So it was taking a while for me to get used to it and adjust to it. But I feel like there was a few songs where I really liked, and I definitely gotta go back and listen to it again. Like, because even like Tyler the Creator, since you mentioned him, he was one of those artists where I never really listened to his music. Like, I just liked him just for his personality, bro. I was like, this is a wild dude, and he's hilarious.
He is.
And I fuck with him. But yeah, I think
Yonkers.
it was.
That's what it
Either
was.
Flower Boy.
Yeah.
Or the album before that, where I really started paying attention to him. I was like, yo, this guy is a creative.
Yeah.
I love the way he goes about using music.
It's like
I love his samples, all that.
It's like the transcendence of, I'm just a rapper to no, I'm an artist. Like,
yes.
Like, and not to say one is better than the other, but it's just like, you know what I mean? As an artist, you're utilizing so many different tools to make your music, and you're learning more about the music making process itself to up your game and amp your game. Like, a lot of these artists are artists. I mean, a lot of these rappers are artists. Like, I would consider Kendrick an artist. I would consider Drake an artist. Like,
nah, I'll be talking shit about Drake, but Drake is an artist. He's
an artist, man. Like, the way he's able to utilize so many different styles from different cultures, like Caribbean style, Afro style, like Canadian, whatever style they got again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's able to mix it well in any album he goes on, even if it's like a Future, he kills it. He really does kills it. Like, he makes the song pop. That's why there's the whole meme of when Drake hops on the song, you know you made it. Like, you know you made it, bro. Because it's true.
Speaking of artists, you know who I've been paying attention to a lot recently?
I was about to ask you, but yeah, go ahead.
T-Pain.
T-Pain, really?
Bro,
really? I think about getting some new artists, but
he just released an album not too long ago called Between the Sheets or Between the Covers, where he covered a lot of different songs from different genres and no auto-tune, just his natural voice singing. He would take the song and completely flip it to his style. T-Pain is an artist. To the production, to the way he had the background vocals, to how he put his own spin on his singing. Bro, to the musicians he had, the guitarists killing it. He just did a show in Las Vegas. He got a residency there.
Really?
That was one of the best concerts I watched. And it was intimate too, real intimate. Not that many people. And he kept it in a small room. And just the way he was vibing with the crowd, interacting. T-Pain right now is one of my favorite artists, just for as a person. Dude is hilarious. I'll be watching his podcast, his streams. He's hilarious. He's just real humble, down to earth. And he checks people. He calls people out. He says what's on his mind with full confidence. But he's not an asshole about it. And he's hilarious and super talented. T-Pain. Well, listen to the album. Fuck the album. Go.
What's the album called again?
It's called Between the Covers. But type in T-Pain. I'm gonna do this right now. Type in T-Pain live.
T-Pain live
on YouTube. And it's literally the second one. T-Pain on top of the covers, live from the Sun Rose.
T-Pain on top of the covers is crazy.
Yeah, because you should see the album art, bro. It's like a painting of him in like this rich people robe, holding a rose in his mouth and whatnot, bro. T-Pain is hilarious. So you gotta watch that.
Because under the cover live.
Yeah. It's on top of the covers live.
On top of the covers live. Yeah. Okay. This is a whole hour and 8.
No, you don't gotta listen to it right now, but just say when you got the time. Yeah. Okay. When you got the time, bro. T-Pain.
It's giving me Tiny Desk concert vibes.
Yes. It was on that top. It was real soulful, and bro, it's just T-Pain right now, one of my favorite artists. Just because the person he is.
I
So
like
speaking of favorite artists and whatnot, what is one artist you would like if you meet or you go to one of the concerts you would completely just fan out for?
I promise myself I never fan out for nobody, respectfully. But like, whoa, let me think. It'll have to be Kendrick, bro.
Kendrick?
Have to be Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Until
Yeah,
Kendrick can say.
I could tell, bro. Because when I hypnotized you that one night, bro, and I said meet your favorite celebrity, bro, you went crazy.
We're not gonna talk about that.
but bro, I'll tell you right now, dead or alive, it will be Michael Jackson.
Yeah?
Bro, I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, bro. Huge Michael Jackson fan. Like
Sure, he
if
was
I
a
see
fan of yours
Michael
too.
Jackson, bro, I listen to Michael Jackson and get goosebumps. Like, I get goosebumps. I was just,
Because he's coming for you.
yo,
I gotta
man,
stop.
bro. You funny. You funny, bro. Like that. I ain't repeat what you said. You funny. You funny. But bro, like I was
feel you though,
fan out with no shame, like on some Kevin Hart, like my God. Bro, what? I'm talking completely fan out, no shame,
No, Michael too, he'd be disgusted. Is this grown man
bro. Bro, my big ass, Michael.
But this 6 foot, get
Bro, no shame, man. I can be in front of my girl. Man, watch out, girl.
hey, yo.
No shame, bro.
No shame. That's crazy. Respectfully, that's
Wow.
crazy. Yeah. If I went to a Kendrick concert, bro, what? I go crazy, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, but I won't do what you just did.
Hey, no shame. Bro, I'd be picking myself off the ground like, man. Like, it could be me and my girl riding home. I'll just be looking at her like, man.
If I go, yeah, man, I'll try the elevator picture, bro. Why I
Fact,
should be why I should be his videographer? Elevator
fact.
picture, man. What?
But I don't
I
see
get
nobody
excited.
alive that can make me fan out, bro. Like, yeah, I don't see no artists in this generation make me fan out right now. Like, I fuck with Kendrick heavy. I fuck with
And I feel like, yeah, and I feel like you giving people flowers makes people be like, oh, you fanning out for them because you want to
yeah,
give people flowers for what they've done and
right.
how they made you feel, because music is a
Music is
feeling thing.
spiritual.
Yeah. So it's like, in our sense of like, I understand what you mean by fanning out, like, but
Yeah.
other people be like, just the way we were talking about the artist like a couple minutes ago was like, oh, y'all fanning out for them, oh, y'all diggers. But yeah, man, I think I'll give Kendrick his flowers. I'll probably scream. I'm not gonna lie.
You would.
I'm not
Bro,
gonna
I'll
be
scream,
like,
man.
I'm
Like,
not
I
gonna be
fuck with
like I'm
Kendrick.
too cool to be excited. I'm meeting like it says don't meet your but meeting one of my idols because of like not just what he does in songs, but like what he speaks for and what he says in his music from the diss track. But like you know what I mean? Like he's a what's the word? He's a conscious rapper, and those are my favorite types of rappers because it's a message to the community, but it's also a message you can bop to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Cause I ain't gonna hold you. J. Cole's my favorite artist, but I
Second
enjoy
favorite.
Kendrick's songs more. I feel like J. Cole's the better lyricist, but Kendrick songs are more complimentary. So
Yeah,
and
I get that.
the beat is just as good as the lyrics. You can listen to more Kendrick songs and bop to than you can J. Cole.
Yeah. It's a hard thing, Kendrick or J. Cole too, because it's like both of them like not even just the music too, but like the music video,
Yeah.
like the whole like Kendrick and PG Lang, bro, like it's
Oh, no.
minimalistic music videos and
Yeah.
like it's very aesthetically pleasing. Like I love that.
Right.
But J. Cole's music videos they tell a story. That's why I like She Knows, one of
Yeah.
my favorite music videos. She Knows. It's if you look it up, it's so like it's about this boy whose stepmom or mom is cheating on his dad, and he skips school, and he walks, like, catches them in the act of his mom cheating on his dad, but he can't say nothing because he skipped school. So now he's feeling some type of. He knows that's gonna be mad at him, but now he's stuck in this state of not knowing what to do. Now he hates his mom, but like the whole song that she knows, like she knows I know, and or she knows and she knows us. It's just it's like a coming of age story in like 5 minutes, which I love. I love narrative music videos. I love narrative music videos.
Speak of music videos, you know who I just started paying attention to visually?
Who?
Tierra Whack.
I don't think I've heard of Tierra Whack.
Tierra Whack. She from Philly. Like
I
she
probably
started
have to
off.
hear it to know, but yeah.
Yeah, like she's a dope at freestyling, and like
Yeah.
she's not just freestyling. She's a great lyricist in general. But yo, you would love her music videos because she's partnered with Adobe, so it'd be doing a lot of creative edits, and sometimes one of her music videos is just like Adobe claymations and collage videos. It's
Tierra Whack.
all stuff is super creative. Like she's on par with Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes as far as music videos.
Really?
Yes, all her music videos, especially for her newest album,
Yeah.
it looks like just an art piece that just so happened to play music behind it.
You said her name Tierra Wax?
Tierra Whack.
I don't even know how to spell the whack. Oh, there we go.
WHAK. That's how she spells it.
You know what I also like
It's
is
TIERRA.
I spelled it. I got it.
Okay.
Whack World. Welcome to Whack World. A Vision Auditory Project by Tierra. Tonight. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like a lot of the times on my stream, I watch like what's we call it, video on cinematographers and videographers and how they make certain movies and stuff like that. And it's so interesting to see because they just see the carryover from that to music.
Yeah.
And it's honestly so like one of my favorite directors who's like a music video art director, and also he does movies, is Director X. He's done, what did Director X do?
How you spell his name?
Director X. He did Superfly. That's the movie he did, but he also does a lot of music videos that you recognize.
Yo.
And he's
my bad, go ahead.
Like the old early 2000 music videos. Hot in Here,
yeah.
Northern Touch, yeah, Temperature by Sean Paul, Promiscuous, I Wish I Knew Natalie Portman, Work. Yeah, these are all the music videos he did. Pop Star by DJ Khaled, or featuring DJ Khaled. No, by DJ Khaled. But yeah, he's just a really good director.
Damn, so he's still. I was just about to say, like, I feel like people are starting to go back to how it was early 2000s, where you remember it used to look forward to people dropping music videos, man.
Yeah, MTV, right?
Yeah.
Like, music video TV.
Used to look forward to that, and then for a while, people just got away from it and started making real basic music videos. But it seemed like people are starting to take that serious again.
Yeah. Like, and let me give my flowers to like rappers in music videos, because like it's not just like pop artists. Pop artists make good music videos too, or alternative artists make really good like music videos. But there's this one K-pop artist, like K-pop director. His music videos are so good. I forget his name, but it's like it gives like Chanel ad cover. Like it's very good. Like it's so visually, it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. But I forget his name. For the life of me, I can't remember. But one what is it called? One producer I like in music right now is Kenny Beats.
Yeah,
he's so tough. Like I started listening to him like early 2018, 2017 when he started dropping the Cave episodes.
Yeah.
And those things are so. That was my introduction to him, was The Cave, and then I started listening to like his discography of like what he's produced and the artists he's worked with, and it's through The Cave he met so many artists, or like he knew them through his art because he was already established like in the industry, but we didn't know him as like as listeners. But like those episodes were so like memeable, like not memeable. They were definitely memeable. Like there was one, I forget his name, but they were so memeable that like it just like shot his career up in terms of like artists that want to work with him. Now he's got newer artists, more artists that want to work with him. Him and I forget his name,
but there's one producer that I gotta give shout outs to just for doing something different. Metro Boomin. Did you see when he had that whole orchestra perform his album? All his music?
Yeah, the concert.
Yes.
The concert,
bro, that was beautiful. Like, if more artists do stuff like that,
Metro Boomin.
He had a whole symphony perform his stuff, and he was hosting it. And bro, that's what I want to see artists do, man. Just do different things. Yeah, keep making your music the regular way, but now that you do that, push the boundaries, man. Do stuff that hasn't been done before. Do stuff that's just different.
Yeah.
Be an actual artist, not just a rapper or a producer.
I love that too, where artists are able to experiment. You always have haters too. 'Cause once you always have people that loved your old stuff and don't want to see you change. But change is also good for growth. Like you can't grow without changing. You know what I mean? So when artists change and change up their style and stuff like that, like it's so good to see because it's like you got more than one flow. Like a lot of artists burn out because they only have one flow and they can't change that. Like they can't. I'm not gonna say they refuse because I don't know them personally, but they don't change that flow. They just stick to what's working. They're comfortable in their bubble. You know what I mean? The only thing that really changes is the beats, but sometimes not even. It's still the same 1 2 or 1 2 3. You know, but yeah, it's like for every chord A, there's a Y and W. Y, B, N. What is it? Y? Who was Corday's boy?
Oh,
Y and D.
Y D B Y B
Y
N
and B.
Damir, something like that.
Y and
Y and B Namir, something like that.
yeah, exactly that. Yeah, there's always for every chord there's a Y and B in the mirror, like.
Yeah.
And you see the difference, and like, it's not even just like the music; it's how you carry yourself too. You know. Oof.
I feel like that's a great way to wrap up right there, man. Don't be afraid to change your flow and experiment with new things because there'll always be people in life that want the old version of you, but that's going to lead you to burn out because you can only get so far without change. That's the meaning of life. So for every one person that you're trying to fit into this box, there's another person that you just can't tame. There's another person that just got to be a free roamer, a free spirit. And that's how they execute the most in life. So, my man, what you learned today?
I learned that the money is in music. I learned that don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid to get out your box. That sounds so, but yeah, don't be afraid to get out your box, or listen to different music, listen to different stuff.
All right.
Because you never know what you love. Because we could talk for an hour about music we listen to, like for hours, bro. Because between me and Paul, I'm sure there's just stuff that we just yeah. I didn't even get to do my game, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh yeah, I looked at the clock. I was like, oh man,
You're good.
I ain't expecting me this long. But yeah, what I learned, even though things might not go the way you wanted to,
tell them
it's still you still got to give yourself credit. Okay, let me say this.
Okay, rewind it.
Don't judge yourself for removing yourself from a situation that isn't working.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, because God, Vito. No, don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up for removing yourself from a situation that isn't working, because that might be what saves your life, puts you on the path to success. If you stay in a place too long, you get stagnant, and then you self-destruct. And we're just gonna leave it at there. We're just gonna leave it at there. Hey, bro. So that's been a great episode, man. I've been Paul Thomas. You can follow me on Speak Life Hypnosis. I am a certified hypnotherapist. If you dealing with any traumas, you want to work out, if you want to stop procrastinating, get over anxiety, depression, just hit me up and we can schedule a session.
Yeah. And I'm Vito Visuals. Follow me on VITSUALS Visuals. Follow me on Twitch at Motive. Come for a chill time. I watch movies. I play games. I talk about film. And follow us on Instagram at
If I Knew podcast.
Pod? I think it's just Pod.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Thank you guys again for watching. Much love. Like, subscribe, follow. So much love. We appreciate everybody that watches. And from me and Paul to you, thank you. Just remember, if you ever do anything bad or good in life and you think back to it and remember, if I knew, what would I have done differently?